Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Quickly into the hands of Fuller.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And able to get them inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. Take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. It's their quarterback with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Jacksonville offense getting ready to begin this first drive, and at the helm, the number 1 overall pick back in April, Trevor Lawrence, the rookie out of Clemson.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Shakes off the sack. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. Showed some solid running, strong running, and then he's corralled just beyond the 10.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Lawrence will throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room.
Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So there you go, Charles. We heard the rumblings that he wasn't happy with how he was being utilized, and I think this will silence him for a little while, at least for the time being. His first catch, a touchdown.
This feels like it had all the makings of being one of those stories that pops up and goes away pretty quickly. Let's face it, the attention span of us from nowadays, not very long. And when things change for the better, it's not very long for him either. He's got to be excited.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for Jones a week ago. 5 catches, 76 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Lawrence. And the catch good. It's Eifert. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. Xavier Howard, the all-pro corner, up to make the stop. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lawrence throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Going deep for Hopkins. He's got a man, complete.
Touchdown, Dolphins. DeAndre Hopkins with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Well, any crisis of confidence seems to have been safely put to bed. This his 2nd touchdown now of the ball game.
And now you just have to go ahead and get ready because you know he's going to be saying it and saying it and saying it. He's telling his team that's more like it. That's what happens when you get me the football. Keep doing it, and we'll keep scoring touchdowns.
Sanders now to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They're sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
When you draft a rookie quarterback, as the Jags did with Trevor Lawrence, you want a veteran presence for him. And Marvin Jones, he fits the bill. 5 years in Detroit, 10 years overall in the league.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
From the 36,
Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else.
There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown.
Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And a Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Laviska Shenault, the intended target.
And it's second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second and 11 now. Lawrence. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On third down, Lawrence got a man. That's Colin Johnson. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. And he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The third down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence.
Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3 to 1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now down to 20. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now it's Hyde on the return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Lawrence to the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Connecting here with DJ Shark. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Looking to throw, Lawrence. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently, we're going to get right back to it. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
It's awfully good for a rookie quarterback to have a big target, and Lawrence has one in Tyler Eifert, 6'6", 255 pounds. Back for his second season in Jacksonville after 7 years in Cincinnati, hoping to emulate some of the big production seasons he had with the Bengals.
On first down, Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Shark. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. Connection made with Chenault. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They run. Robinson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Laviska Chenault, the intended target, but it'll be second down. Lawrence now off the bootleg. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Well, we've often talked, and rightly so, about how great a story James Robinson was last year. Undrafted as a running back to over 1,000 yards rushing as a rookie. But what gets lost, especially for being a big man like he is, he was a great asset as a pass receiver too. 49 catches for close to 350 yards.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Shark's got it, left side. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And finding Davis here, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.